worse.
Why don't you let her alone, old sport? You're the one who wanted it to come to town.
Well, that's an odd expression of yours, isn't it?
What is?
All this old sport business. How'd you pick that up?
Now listen here, Tom. If you're gonna make personal remarks, I won't stand it. Go call up for some ice for the mint julep. Imagine marrying anyone in this heat. Louisville in June. Someone famous. Who was it, Tom?
Biloxi.
That's right. A man named Black's Biloxi, and he made boxes. That's a fact. He was from Biloxi, Mississippi.
I knew Bill Biloxi from Memphis.
Yes, that was his cousin. I knew his whole family history before he left. He gave me an aluminum putter that I still use today.
How'd you say you know him, Tom?
I didn't. I thought he was a friend of yours.
He was not. Never seen him before in my life. But he came down in a personal car.
Well, no matter. So, Mr. Gatsby, I understand you're an Oxford man.
Well, not exactly.
Well, yes, I understand you're an Oxford man.
Well, I went there, yes.
And I suppose you went there at the same time that Biloxi went to New Haven.
I told you I went there.
Yes, but I would like to know when.
It was 1919. I only stayed for 5 months, so I can't really call myself an Oxford man. It was an opportunity that they offered to most of the officers after the armistice. We could attend any of the universities in England or France.
Now see there, Tom? Drink some of your drinks. You don't sound so stupid to yourself.
Wait a minute. I have one more question for Mr. Gatsby.
Go on.
What kind of row are you trying to cause in my house anyhow?
He's not causing a row. You are. Now show a little self-control.
Self-control? I suppose the latest thing is to sit back and let Mr. Nobody from Nowhere make love to your wife. Well, if that's the case, then you can count me out. Nowadays, people sneer at family life and family institutions, and next they'll throw everything overboard, and you'll see intermarriage between black and white. I understand I'm not the most popular person here. I don't throw giant parties. I suppose the best way to make friends in this modern world is to turn your house into a pigsty.
Well, I've got something to tell you, old sport.
Please don't. Please. Please don't slow down home.
That's a good idea. Come on, Tom. Nobody wants a drink.
No, I would like to know what Mr. Gatsby has to say to me.
Your wife doesn't love you. She never loved you. She loves me.
You're crazy.
She never loved you, do you hear? The only reason she married you was because I was poor and she was tired of waiting for me. It was a terrible mistake, I must admit, but in her heart she never loved anyone but me.
Sit down, Daisy. Tell me all about this. I want to know now.
I've told you all that's been going on for 5 years and you didn't know.
You've been seeing this fellow for 5 years?
Not seeing, no. We couldn't meet. But we looked at each other all that time, old sport, and you didn't know. I used to laugh sometimes to think that you didn't know.
You're crazy. I can't speak about what happened 5 years ago because I didn't know Daisy then. But I can tell you that when we married, she loved me just as she loves me now.
No.
She does, though. The problem is, sometimes she'll get foolish ideas in her head, and she doesn't know what she's doing. And what's more, I love Daisy too. Once in a while, I may go off on a spree and make myself a fool, but in my heart, I love her, and I will always come back.
You're revolting. Do you know how we left Chicago, Mickey? Surprised no one ever told you the story of that little spree.
Daisy, that's all behind you now. Just tell him the truth, that you never loved him, and all this will be wiped out forever.
How could I love him? Possibly.
You never loved him.
I never loved him.
Daisy.
Oh, Joe, you asked too much of me. I love you now, isn't that enough? I loved him once, but I loved you too.
You love me too?
Even that's a lie. She didn't even know you were still alive. There are things that have happened between me and Daisy that no one must know. Things that neither of us can ever forget.
I want to speak to her alone.
Even alone, I couldn't say enough love, Tom. It wouldn't be true.
Of course it would.
As if it mattered to you.
Of course it matters. From now on, I'm going to take much better care of you.
You don't understand, do you? You're not going to take care of her any longer.
I can't stand it anymore. Please, let's go.
Yes, go and take Mr. Gatsby's car. Yes, take his car. I think he realizes now that his presumptuous little flirtation is over. Do you want any of this, Nick? Nick,
What?
do you want any?
Oh no. I just remembered today's my birthday.